14 feet. I apologize for the sofa sort of being pulled over there. Well, at least they moved the ladder with the symmetrical closets. The Greek honeysuckle and that plaster crown molding, we had to clean it in place. Either way, it would be very difficult. But it was where they eat their family meals off of this 1825 mahogany table from New Zealand. And of course, in wealthy families, they were not expected to have a career. But you'll see the wire on the other side and the bell downstairs too. So let's come on through here to keep this place clean. The color schemes not married women in the 19th century probably only experienced 2 menstrual cycles their entire life, which means that the child is the product that is making the profit. And I'm just going to talk from the back, so you can look at my face, faux and dentives, and then you've got the Greek keel, the inner and outer circle. Actually, you know, maintaining the whole community where those people who were working here, obviously as in building ships and also in ports. For the Owens, the oldest daughter was Mary. She was 14 years old when they moved. John and George, upon graduating from Oglethorpe College in Milledgeville. Dressing room, as I pointed out in the garden, it had its own bathroom, as we noticed from 1925. Those not familiar with him, he was a 19-year-old Frenchman. He went to Harrow Prep School, the same one that his father went to, and also where...
TV7, and if it's from Munich or somewhere, sometimes they...
Brilliant book. So anyway, thank you so much. But it's really, really well done. But it really is based on people, well researched. And obviously more has been uncovered, so you really get a better sense of what it was like for people that the Telfair came in and started to uncover things. And they were surprised.
Transept with 28 feet high. On this side, John is baptizing Jesus in the River Jordan. The Holy Spirit descending upon them. Wisconsin, where they were really led by the Conrad Schmidt Studios, and they were start out in this corner. Adam and Eve are being cast out of the garden. Abraham and then we have the Pentecost scene where Mary and the apostles are being. We took castings from the facing panels on the high altar. We sent it to Prague, Italy, carved them to match.
What I really want you to see, we'll get over there in a second, is the wing. So, Dura. And stucco Dura is a plaster that has ground stone in it. So it makes it really hard so you can really see some of the things they bought to decorate their house. Chandeliers. So in here, a couple things I'll show you. One is this. Now with you, I think it's a little more we have secret schools at that time, but it's illegal to educate for Savannah. And then she comes here after the war looking for a job. Very old. Yeah. Now you saw the pocket doors, right? Here's silver. And the soldiers from the Unions. Now this silver right here, it has a great little story. So when little creamer here, that was kind of odd though. I don't know, that's awfully big for a sugar bowl, isn't it? And they had fine wine. And they got wine from a wine merchant.
Themselves.
They did know how to, they knew how to bend with the wind, bend with the tide.
Yeah.
I get this, it's very nice. Because he's 94. Wait a minute, I better
He raises his family in Paris. His youngest son, from, you remember from school, say, well, would you like a cup of tea and a cat?
Oh, please.
We'll go back, hang on. Maybe you can pick your favorite.
I'll tell you a little bit about my swamp. It's 438,000 acres. That is roughly 700 square miles. North to south, it's 43 miles. East to west, it's 25 miles wide. To the west, therefore most of the water goes out the west side. The swamp averages 3 to 5 feet in depth. We have 60 different lakes that are over 10 feet. 55% of the swamp. The wide open prairies of the east side make up about 24, and the rest is cypress forest or flooded Mississippi. We are a wetland of international importance. We were signed into existence in 1937.
You memorize it.
That's it. I just know where I'm at. So this is our boardwalk that comes out behind the boat dock. You're welcome to walk back here today. And you have all this water, but they couldn't call it white lightning because if you could drink a half a pint and walk a block, you could tackle anything. Y'all, there's an alligator coming up on our right.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I see it right there.
Oh, he's a bag of
He's over there. He came to the back. What you doing, man?
How do you know?
You see?
Yeah. just went under the water.
It's actually an old alligator's nest. It's behind that big pine tree. Also, lichens usually have medicinal value. This particular one, kind of like a swamp unto itself down there in the bottom, and it really makes kind of a really strong nectar. Bugs will come in, go up under that hood, can't walk back out. Eventually they get tired. Now down in the bottom of that byproduct of the whole process, pushes it up, it'll come to the surface with grass here and you get a cut and you can find some of it fresh, you grab that, you throw on the cut. But sphagnum moss, when you dry it out, it has 20% more absorbency than cotton. That is what we call peat. That is decomposed plant material. Swim by these bladders and hit those hair triggers. In less than 1/20 is that swamp succession, those plants that have grown up on that peat. The lake actually goes way over yonder where you see the bigger pine trees and the bigger cypress trees. So this is why we rely on fire here in the swamp. It cleans out all the overgrowth, puts nutrients back into the soil, and kind of just...
Big frog that we
Big frog, yeah.
Just you.
Just me. Those are really neat. They learned from the 2007 fire that burned a lot of private property that they needed to...
South Carolina, I-85, so...
Oh, okay.
Stop recording.
We're out moving this morning.
Oh, right there.
Oh, he just went back down. Of cypress and longleaf pine. That 490 million board feet, just to give you an idea of how much that is. History of the swamp, about 1890, the state of, because we don't have any rivers bringing in nutrients, it's all rainwater and there's not a lot of babies, invertebrates, stuff we can't see swim by and hit these hair triggers.
You don't?
No, ma'am. They have to find their own way. If we start feeding them, then they... They all real.
I just had to make sure.
They all real.
So what do they have to feed on out here?
So they got bowfin, they got turtles, they eat a lot of insects and frogs.
Okay.
Antibiotic properties, but it'll get you clean. Yeah, they would make soap, it'll wash your hands. Oh, trees? Yeah, they ain't got trees where they would
You're bracing.
Just in case we come to the end.
indigenous non-venomous snake. So when his prior owner found that out, they did the right thing. They turned him into DNR, and DNR gave him to us for our educational programs. Now his morph or coloration is the lined corn snake. In the wild, they are also known as the red rat snake. American alligator is the national reptile of the United States. The rest of the body. And you can estimate the size of an alligator just by seeing its head over water, which is why people like to eat gator tail. They swing this tail back and forth, propel themselves through the water. They use their webbed hind feet as rudders to steer themselves.